The City That Remembered Dreams. English Story Level 6. In the sprawling metropolis of Lumerus, the nights were brighter than the days. Neon rivers flowed above the streets, holograms danced across skyscrapers, and people rarely slept. But beneath all the glittering lights was a hidden truth. The city fed on dreams. 17-year-old Aiden discovered this the night he had his first lucid dream, only to wake and find pieces of it lingering in the air like drifting sparks. As he reached out to touch one of the sparks, it burst open, revealing a tiny creature made of shimmering smoke. It introduced itself as a dreamling, a living fragment of imagination. It warned Aiden that the city was losing its essence. Without dreams, Lumerus would collapse into a hollow shell of lights and noise. Most people had forgotten how to dream, overwhelmed by constant distractions, but Aiden's lucid dream had awakened the dormant dreamlings. The dreamling guided him through forgotten alleys that vibrated with faint echoes, places where dream remnants clung to the walls like watercolor stains. He learned that beneath Lumerus was the Reverie Core, a massive heart-like structure that stored the city's collective dreams. But something had infected it. A parasitic force called the Null, which fed on unfulfilled desires and empty ambition. The more people neglected their dreams, the stronger the Null became. Determined to help, Aiden followed the dreamling into the Undercity, descending through tunnels lined with flickering memories. Each memory appeared as floating orbs showing fragments of lost dreams, unfinished paintings, abandoned inventions, broken relationships. Aiden felt each one tug at his emotions, but he pressed on, knowing the city's fate depended on what he did next. At last, he reached the Reverie Core. The chamber was enormous, filled with swirling streams of light that flickered like galaxies. But the Null twisted through the core like black vines, draining the colors and leaving behind gray emptiness. When Aiden stepped forward, the Null reacted, forming a monstrous shape with hollow eyes and a voice that echoed with the city's forgotten ambitions. The Null attacked not with claws but with memories his own. It showed him every fear he tried to ignore, the dream of becoming an architect he abandoned after people mocked him, the stories he never finished writing, the moments he gave up too soon. Each vision drained his strength, feeding the Null, but the dreamling urged him to fight back, not by resisting, but by accepting. Realizing the truth, Aiden embraced the memories. He admitted his fears aloud, letting the vulnerability transform into strength. His acceptance produced a burst of radiant color that surged through the Reverie Core. Streams of light swirled around him, fueled not by perfection, but by honest dreams. The Null shrieked as the colors burned through it, dissolving its form into harmless dust. The Reverie Core brightened until its light spread through the entire Undercity, rising upward into the streets. People across Lumerus paused, feeling sudden warmth in their chests, long-forgotten dreams resurfacing. Some cried, some laughed, some simply breathed deeply for the first time in years. The city glowed with real light, soft and warm instead of artificial. The dreamlings returned to the surface, guiding people back to their imaginations. And Aiden, now connected to the core, gained an ability to sense people's lost dreams and help them rediscover them. Lumerus transformed into a city where dreaming was celebrated, not sacrificed. Aiden knew the Null could return if people forgot their dreams again, but he also knew he wasn't alone anymore. The city remembered, and so did he.